Hello everyone. Today's video about AEM air fuel ratio gauge and sensor. We will be installing this gauge into the Lancer Evolution 8. I selected the AEM because of its responsive sensor. It comes with Bosch sensor. Anyways, why do we need a wideband sensor and AFR gauge? The normal oxygen sensor will not give us accurate reading when we are on full throttle. Because it's a narrow band sensor. However, this wide band sensor that comes with the AFR gauge will give us a reading like from 10 to 20, as for example. That's why we will need the AFR gauge. It's very important to modify the car. Under full throttle, the OEM sensor will not give accurate reading or will not give readings at all. But with the wideband sensor, it will give accurate reading even after full throttle. The gauge comes with the sensor, the electronic wiring, to power up the gauge. So we will install the sensor and we will install the gauge and power it up. So let's see how it goes. Well, we are under the car now, and as you see, here is the engine side and here is the exhaust side. So we will choose a place like close to the downpipe and the test pipe. Just keep in mind, to install the sensor, you should be not too close from the engine and not too far from the engine. Like just keep around the 12 inches. So I will install it directly after the downpipe. So because if you install it closer to the turbo or the engine, the heat will ruin up your sensor. And don't install it too far on the exhaust because you will not get any accurate reading. So we will weld the bank and the test pipe just right after the downpipe. So we'll keep the sensor here, and we will try to pass up the wires through this hole that is already in the car. I marked the whole place here to install the bank that came with the package. If you notice, just let me remove the bank. Yeah, if you notice, there is a stepped part of the bank. This should be inside the test pipe. Also, make sure to install the sensor like in a 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock position. So the sensor should be facing down, not facing up. Welding done, so let's install the test pipe now in the car. So we are under the car now, and as you see, this is the hole. However, the socket does not go inside here, so we will go inside the car and put the sensor from inside out. So opening the center console is straightforward. First, you will have to open the two nuts that is here inside this, the armrest, and then in order to move this, you need to open the two bolts here. And there is one bolt here in the middle, and don't forget, be careful with those wires for the lighter and the small light here. Once you've been able to move this, you can open the carpet, and the hole, it's here. So we take the oxygen sensor this side, and we can get it in through the hole here. Okay, however, in order to reach this hole, you will have to move this thing. This is for the your feet on. It's supposed to be like this, so I rotated it. Anyways, you will figure it out. Now you can pass the sensor here. So you will have to drum a little bit or make this hole wide a little bit in order to make the sensor goes in. Sensor installed. Kept zip tie just in case it doesn't fall in the hot exhaust and inside the car. So this is the electric wire that was supplied with the AEM gauge. So we'll have to find the red one, and then we'll have to find this adapter. We'll keep this inside the cigarette lighter fuse, and we will keep the fuse that is in the car here. And this is a 5 ampere fuse that should be used for the gauge. They don't consume a lot of electricity, so 5 ampere will be enough. So this is, you can find it in any Cars Electronics shop for less than $2. So, and that's it, and then you just here, and we're all done. Now let's find a way to route the fuse in the Evo. So you will find the fuses box and the Evolution behind this coins under the steering wheel here. All the fuses here, and you can find the graph here. So we will go for the 15AC cigarette fuel, or let's say lighter fuse, which is here, and we will keep our fuse adapter. So the grounding wire, I think it will be here, and it's not too far from the fuse box. So we hooked up the fuse adapter, did the grounding as well here, and I taped the extra wires coming from the gauge. So we have the two sockets here, one coming from the sensor, one coming from the fuse box, and grounding. We will connect them to the gauge. We'll keep the gauge here for the time being, hanging till the pod arrives. So just for the sake of comparing Diffie with AEM, AEM have much better quality, especially in sockets and wire supplies with it. Just my opinion after working with Diffie and then AEM. Well, this is the boost gauge. So thank you for watching. I still didn't install this shit just. So I have test pipes installed. As you see, it's little bit, well, it's balanced, not lean, not rich.